This audio reading is taken from the book Words of Wisdom for Daily Life by Charles Spurgeon. Our selected reading is entitled Through Floods and Flames. There are many dear children, both boys and girls, who have not been ashamed in their early days to come forward and confess the Lord Jesus Christ. God bless the dear children. I rejoice in them. I am sure that the church will never have to be ashamed of having admitted them. They at least show no cowardice. They take a solemn delight in being numbered with the people of God and count it an honor to be associated with Christ and his church. Shame on you older ones who still hold back. What ails you that babes and sucklings are braver than you? By the love you bear to Christ, I charge you, come forth and confess his name among this evil and perverse generation. Is it true? Then joyfully accept the trial which comes of it. Shrink not from the flames. Settle it in your minds that by divine grace no loss, nor cross, nor shame, nor suffering shall make you play the coward. Say, like the holy children, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. They did not cringe before the king and cry, We beseech thee, do not throw us into the fiery furnace. Let us have a consultation with thee, O king, that we may arrange terms. There may be some method by which we can please thee, and yet keep our religion. No, they said, we are not careful to answer thee in this matter. If it be so, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from the burning fiery furnace, and he will deliver us out of thine hand, O king. But if not, be it known unto thee, O king, that we will not serve thy gods, nor worship the golden image which thou hast set up. Dear friends, let us be ready to suffer for Christ's sake. Some will say, Do not be imprudent. It is always prudent to do your duty. We have not enough nowadays of the virtue nicknamed imprudence. I would like to see a display of old-fashioned imprudence in these cold, calculating, selfish days. Oh, for the days of zeal, the days when men counted not their lives dear to them that they might win Christ. Men sit down and reckon up what it will cost them to do right, and weigh their conduct as a matter of profit and loss, and then they call such wicked calculations prudence. It is sheer selfishness. Do right, if it cost you your life. Where would England have been if the men who won our liberties in former ages had chaffered with the world for gain? If they had saved their skins, they would have lost their souls and ruined the cause of God in England. He loves not Christ who does not love him more than all things. Oh, for men of principle, who know no loss but loss of faith, and desire no gain save the glory of God. Be this your cry. Through floods or flames, if Jesus lead, I'll follow where he goes. You may lose a great deal for Christ, but you will never lose anything by Christ. You may lose for time, but you will gain for eternity. The loss is transient, but the gain is everlasting. You will be a gainer by Christ, even if you have to go to heaven by the way of persecution, poverty, and slander. Never mind the way, the end will make full amends. The treasures of Egypt are mere dross compared with the riches of endless bliss. If it be true that you are willing thus to follow Christ, reckon upon deliverance. Nebuchadnezzar may put you into the fire, but he cannot keep you there, nor can he make the fire burn you. The enemy casts you in bound, but the fire will loosen your bonds, and you will walk at liberty amid the glowing coals. You shall gain by your losses, you shall rise by your downcastings. Many prosperous men owe their present position to the fact that they were faithful when they were in humble employments. They were honest, and for the moment they displeased their employers and in the end earned their esteem. When Adam Clark was put out apprentice and his master showed him how to stretch the cloth when it was a little short, Adam could not find in his heart to do it. Such a fool of a boy must be sent home to his mother, and his godly mother was glad that her boy was such a fool that he could not stoop to a dishonest trick. You know what he became. He might have missed his way in life if he had not been true to his principles in his youth. Your first loss may be a lifelong gain. Dear young fellow, you may be turned out of your situation, but the Lord will turn the curse into a blessing. If all should go softly with you, you might decline in character, and by doing a little wrong, learn to do yet more and more, and so lose your integrity, and with it all hope of ever lifting your nose from the grindstone. Do right for Christ's sake, without considering any consequences, and the consequences will be right enough. This concludes our reading. Thank you for listening.